Your body, it doesn't lie. I just got off the phone with a mentoring client of mine. If you want to make an appointment with me, you can just go to jessicazimmerman.com/services and you can read all about how to do that. Back to this call. The call started with this client asking this question. How do I know when it is my brain telling me to do something versus my soul telling me to do something? Here's how you know. Your body never lies to you. Your body tells you when you're hungry. If you walk outside and it is freezing cold, your body says, it's cold out here, go put on a coat. Let me give you a couple of examples. I remember it was the summer before my sophomore year, and a guy, he was about to be a senior, asked me to go to the movies. And I remember when he called and he asked me, my body was like I didn't really want to go, but I also didn't want to hurt his feelings. And so I said yes. And he picked me up. I still can't believe my parents actually let me go with this guy. He picked me up in a minivan. I mean, red flag, red flag. Anyway, he takes me to the movie and I immediately sit down and I am like, my legs are tense, my arms are crossed and tense. I could not be any more uncomfortable. I was like, this shop is closed. Hands off. That is how my body was naturally feeling. So then he does this little elbow nudge to me. He's like, and he's making fun of me, mocking me, trying to flirt with me, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm just really cold. Wrong thing to say! So he's like, oh, so he puts his arm around me. And my whole body was like, oh my gosh, I hate it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, okay, point of the story is my body was telling me the truth. It was like, this person is not for you. This is a no. And then there have been people in my life who I instantly just can't wait to hug, who I want to sit with. My body feels calm around them. It feels at home. It doesn't feel threatened at all. And that is my body saying, these are your people, your intuition, your soul. It speaks to you through your body. A lot of people know that their body is telling them the truth and they don't want to hear it. And so they punish their body. They will deprive their body of food or they will become addicted to exercise. But here's the thing. No matter how many times you try to numb it, how many ways you try to numb it, your body is never going to stop trying to tell you the truth. If you've read my book, Sleeping with a Stranger, you know that if you ignore what your soul is trying to tell you long enough, it will get through to you by illness in your body. I have another mentoring client. She's an attorney and she gets to have most of Saturday to feel relaxed. But then what starts happening? Like clockwork. Every Saturday evening, she starts to get antsy. The tension starts to build. So what does she do? She drinks and she drinks more. And she's trying to get her body to shut up. She doesn't want to feel the tension, so she's going to numb it. She starts to get tense and stressed because on Monday she has to go back to work. She doesn't like her job. Her body is screaming at her. This is not the path. I have another mentoring client. She's been married for over a decade and she can count on two hands the amount of times that she has successfully had sex with her spouse. What do I mean by successfully? I mean that all the physical parts worked. And I just asked her, why do you think sometimes when y'all attempt to have sex, his main instrument doesn't work? And as we peeled back the layers, she finally said it out loud. She said, I don't think he's attracted to women at all. And I just remember being like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because our body doesn't lie to us. We are sexual, sensual beings. We are meant to have an amazing sex life. But if our body literally shuts down with the person that we are trying to have sex with, that's your body telling you something right there. One more example. I have a mentoring client who, from a very, very young age, every time she went to a family gathering, Thanksgiving, Christmas, with the big extended family, there was always one member that when she was around, her body tensed up. That was her body saying, this person this is a tricky person. This is not a safe person. And sure enough, as she grew up, she is told, give Uncle so-and-so a hug. Don't be rude. Okay. Can I just say something real quick? We should never force our children to have any kind of physical contact with anyone. Let's let them figure out for themselves what their intuition is telling them. The point here is, if you have a decision that you are trying to make, if you keep going against what your body is so clearly telling you, you are going to literally make yourself sick. You really are. The environments that you actually put yourself in should not feel uncomfortable. So here's what I encourage you to do. Sit down, take some deep breaths, get real still, get real quiet. Think about all of the environments where you put your energy. And if those environments feel good, they feel true, they feel peaceful, you feel at ease, then you're putting your energy into the right places there. If they feel uncomfortable, you are putting your energy into the wrong things. And then I want you to ask yourself this question. How does my body feel if I continue giving to this environment for the rest of my life? You weren't meant to live a life where you are stuck in confusion and indecision. Because the truth is, you aren't confused. You know the decision to make. When you finally stop looking for the outside world to tell you what you're supposed to do, and you get real about what your body, what your soul knows you need to do, when you trade your indecision for choice, I promise you, you will be rewarded in ways that you can't even imagine right now. What if you listened? What if you truly listened and then you followed your inner wisdom? How might your life be different? You already know what to do. Trust your truth. You're worth it.